Hi, Felix and Victoria. Okay, I am at 2151 Grove Street in Sonoma, very close to the last property on Kenley that I just sent you a video on. And this one is priced at $3.75 million. It is 8.33 acres with about 3.5 acres of grapes planted in Syrah mostly, and a little bit of Grenache. And let's see, the house is 4,350 square feet, which is pretty much one level. There's a few steps down to a game room, but the nice thing is that you've got a lot of usable space around the house. Vineyards are already planted with mature vines. It's producing. And basically with this one you'd need to put in a pool, tennis court, and redo the house, and you're in business, and the grapes are already there. So a nice entry area, circular drive, plenty of parking over there. That's the Grenache grapes up through there. There's a little area down there with a garden that you can't really see too well. That would be an area that you could put a tennis court. Then there's a creek and a meadow on the other side that you could do anything you wanted to with usable land. So the house, that is a workshop, 3-car garage, and then you can kind of see it is one long single level house. All the bedrooms, I have to get back a little so you can get a feel here. All the bedrooms are to the right. And, you know, this is something you're going to redo. This is not something that you're going to move into and say you're going to like it. Some of the finishes, you know, are not going to meet your standards. So, floor plans, not too bad. Nice large dining room. Nice living room that's sunken a couple of steps that has great views out the windows, which I'll get to in a second. This hallway is where all the bedrooms are. There's 3 rooms here. They've got some decent finishes. I'll try not to be so jerky on my film here. A decent sized closet in here. Again, I'm pretty sure you'd redo the floor plan and everything. The master is just fairly good size, not something you're going to be happy with, I'm sure. Some interesting marble, and a huge shower tub combo with 2 heads, and nice access to a deck outside of this room, fireplace. I'm spending a little more time in this house than the last one because this one is potentially something you could remodel without tearing down. There's a nice open kitchen with great views. Let that settle in.
Okay, what do you have and where is it?
And open to a family room here. So you have a separate formal living and dining room that's off of this, and you do have somewhat of an entry here that you'll like. It just kind of meanders through into a nice large game room. It's the best room in the house. This goes through, that little hallway there goes through to a bathroom, and that workshop is up to the left. You could easily change that workshop into the garage, and I didn't go down here. This might be a great spot for a wine cellar. And then turn the 3-car garage into more living space or an incredible master suite. Oh, huge wine cellar, fantastic. So this is called Sonoma Solstice Vineyards. And this is pretty much the room that they make the wine in, I can tell, and store it in. And it's underground, very cool here. I don't see any climate control machinery. So this is a nice surprise. I didn't see this when I've done my first walkthrough. So there's no pool here and no tennis court, things you'd have to add. But you do have great views, and because it's not high up on a mountain, you've got so much usable space around the house that you don't have on a lot of those homes with incredible views. And this has really, really nice views. You're up on a little bit of a ledge. A little bit similar to the house you liked on Dry Creek that we made the offer on. Just raised above enough so that you got some great long distance views. And unlike the last property, this, you're right down at the start of all of the vineyards. So you've got vineyards across the street, your own vineyards here that wrap around. And then you'd have to, this is a very large deck area. You'd want to reconfigure this whole thing into an area where you could have a pool. And you could certainly have a raised pool at this level and make it as big as you wanted, or you could drop this all down to ground level and put in anything that you want. And again, there's other areas you'd have to put the tennis court, and if you wanted the pool away from the house, you could do that as well. I think it would just be a good idea to put the pool right here where you've got all the views close to your main living space. So this one I think is a good property for you to see, and for you to see this area too. Best thing about this, it's in western Sonoma, southwest Sonoma, where you're much closer to San Francisco and access to everything that direction, not far from Petaluma and Marin. So very much closer commute than anything else we've looked at yet. So might be another bonus for you. So this is one that's going to be a must-see.